Today, I'm critiquing this compound with a helipad in Porto Cervo, Sardinia, and then I'm going to give it an Arvin score at the end of the video. So if you ever decide to buy, remodel, or build a property like this, you won't make the same mistakes. I'm Arvin Haddad. I'm the guy who makes sure you have the highest resale value when you buy, remodel, or build your own property. Let's watch this video together.
Buongiorno e benvenuti. I'm Stephanie Smith from Liner Luxury Real Estate, and I'm here today to show you this exclusive property for sale near Porto Cervo. Check it out!
Can you spot the flaw? I always pause the frame and ask my subscribers to spot the flaw because it's a muscle you have to exercise, and I know what you're thinking. Arvin, I wanted to like this one. Look, I like it. That doesn't mean you shouldn't know about the flaws. You got 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. There's so many. Let's first start with the fact that the house is on the wrong side of view. What does that mean? Meaning it's backward to the view. You have to enter it and then take this private driveway, reposition yourself so when you open the door, you will see the view. Second, it's a terraced property, meaning the ceiling, the roof of one level is the backyard of another. That has its own problems. You have irrigation that could leak. The downstairs could be moldy. Also noise, people running around could cause problem. And another problem that you're going to have issues with vertical connectivity because the floors don't really line up.
Today we are in Sardinia, specifically in an exclusive residential complex in Liscia di Vacca, only 3 kilometers from Porto Cervo, which is the heart of la Costa Smeralda and home to luxurious boutiques, restaurants, and clubs. Already from here, we can see the attention to detail and how the perfectly trimmed garden is embellished by flowers, plants, statues, and fountains. The villa has an elevated position.
Yes, and that's why they have a really long private driveway. But what a great example of turning the negative into a positive. To get up to the front of the house, you have this long zigzag driveway, but they've used it as an opportunity to start telling their story. It started off the front gate. It had a logo. Did you notice that? That's replicated later in the property, which they won't even realize is an architectural element at the end of a fountain. They've also introduced these fun sculptures of animals to let you relax and be distracted by the fact that you have to go through this experience of repositioning while changing your mood. Beautiful execution, beautiful landscaping.
We're at the main entrance of the property, but before going inside, I just want to point out the front door. Isn't it beautiful? It's an armed front door with wooden detail and wrought iron handles. Simply gorgeous. But now, come with me. The first thing we notice when entering the property is this lovely garden surrounded by the rock formation. This embellishes the space, but also lets in natural light.
Wow, what a beautiful wow factor. We're still in a foyer and we don't see the view yet, but they've given you another wow factor using the slope of the lot. There's steps that go up to a higher terrace where there's another bedroom, and they've used this moment to expose it and already wow you. What a beautiful entrance.
The main entrance flows straight into this open space living area with extensive windows all along the side that lets in a lot of natural light, but also allows the most amazing views over the sea, l'archipelago della Maddalena, and La Corsica. This contemporary living area is divided into 3 distinct areas. Here is a first sitting area with double couch that seems to wrap around the coffee table. And the French window right in front of it frames perfectly both the infinity pool and the amazing view. Adjacent is this second lounge area with this large couch that looks so comfortable. The deep purple combined with the red of the statue behind it truly gives life to the space.
Okay, I know what you guys are thinking. You're a subscriber and you're like, Arvin, the ceiling heights are really low and they've tried to compensate for that by painting everything white. Correct, but they didn't do it right. If I was advising them, they should have at least The back wall against that beautiful back mountain should have matched the exterior, meaning stone walls to bring character and warmth to it. Now, the reason that the ceiling height is so low is because they wanted to make sure that 3 of the terraces would get ocean view. If they would have allocated a higher ceiling height per floor, they would have only got 2 terraces with views.
The end of the open space is embellished by a gas fireplace, and here we have a large round table, perfect for dinner parties. This space is well connected to the kitchen. The kitchen has an irregular shape. It is divided into 2 distinct sections. A first section, which is used as a wet bar, has a wine chiller so you can prepare your cocktails and coffees for your friends and family, while the actual kitchen opens up into this space. We have these brilliant red cupboards and black stone countertops.
You call this open up? It was pretty much the same size of the hallway kitchen, the wet kitchen. This is a horrible kitchen. This is not even a chef's kitchen. This is like maid's kitchen. It's really tight and completely uninviting to bring the whole family, multiple families that are vacationing together and come cook together. This is a major design issue with this whole floor. I believe this kitchen should have been completely open to that little round dining area that they had.
And from the kitchen, we have a direct access to the external kitchen area. Here is the property's outdoor kitchen, which is perfectly equipped and also has a barbecue. The whole kitchen is customized to fit the space, has lovely stainless steel and wooden details, and is nicely nestled within the rocks.
No, it's nicely nestled in the private driveway. This is really strange placement. It's cute and everything, and I admire them trying to use every, nook and cranny, but it's just really odd. While your guests are coming up, people are barbecuing in the private driveway. It's just not up to par. It should have been located where it really brings the view into it, that whole barbecue culture, South American culture, all those elements into it so people enjoy it. Nobody wants to barbecue in the driveway.
From this space, we can also access an elevated terrace with the most spectacular view thanks to this stone staircase.
This is the staircase she's talking about. And guess what? This staircase is the reason why we had an irregular shaped kitchen. Now, was it worth it? Look, I admire trying to use every corner, every side of the property, but you got to prioritize, right? The 10 principles I talk about, I will rate this at the end of the video. Which ones are more important? It's not just understanding each principle, but their relations to each other. And this was a major issue. You cannot sacrifice the main kitchen of the property for another extra terrace on a rooftop which you could have placed somewhere else. This was a massive mistake. That kitchen is extremely tight. And everyone, when you have multiple families, you have 14 bedrooms, right? How many adults and kids could actually hang out on this property? A lot. That kitchen was not even enough for the maids.
From here, we can also access one of the paths that will lead us up to La Terrazza Belvedere that we will see later on. Also connected to the kitchen is this second spacious dining area, which has a large central table, perfect if you're hosting a dinner party. I actually find this space to be quite incredible. We have windows that surround the whole space on each side that can all open up, creating a sort of patio embellished by these stone features. As mentioned, also in this case, the indoor and outdoor spaces just flow together. At the end of the dining area is this cozy sitting area where you can enjoy a nice conversation with your friends and family after dinner, or simply curl up with a good book.
Did you see what just happened? I always say every location in the property is competing for your attention, and there's absolutely zero chance that formal living space would win over this really cool family room. Same with the dining room. So that whole front formal living space is not going to get used. And that's a massive problem because, again, you have 14 bedrooms, a ton of people, and this structure right here is the only living quarters that you have. So everyone going to congregate here. The dining room in the formal living area was not necessary. That whole area should have been a kitchen. The kitchen should have been at the corner of the L, okay? And this L shape already had issues because it was too thin, because they were trying to maximize the outdoor space. And just, cutting a piece of corner of it to give it a staircase above this area was a massive mistake. And the setup was not good. You should have had one really good family room area over here, a bar on the other side, and a kitchen that opens up and connects both wings to each other.
The wow effect continues in each part of this property. Right now, we are in the heart of the villa, around which it wraps around. In fact, from here, we have a close-up to the typical style of the architecture in Gallura. From here, we have the most amazing unobstructed views over the sea and the surrounding landscape. Right now, we are on the property's spacious sunbathing area, made of travertino. It is served by a shower and offers a multitude of possibilities for lounge and sunbathing areas. Central to the space and true protagonist of this area of the house is this amazing infinity pool.
What an amazing pool. And this pool is absolutely proportional to having 14 bedrooms. But guess what? The living quarters are not. They're tiny. You have to jump in the pool.
Right off the living area is this gorgeous space. The pool can be accessed also from inside the villa. However, it can be closed off, creating two separate pools. In fact, this internal part can be temperature controlled and has massage jets.
Wow, what an awesome pool. It really brings a vacation vibe to the property. It creates a lot of connectivity issues, which even on this floor is an issue. But overall, as far as a vacation rental, it will perform extremely well because of all these features.
On a slightly elevated level is the TV room with a cozy, large L-shaped couch. It has its own ensuite bathroom, and from here we can access an elevator that leads us to the floor above, where we have a queen-size bedroom that we will see in a moment.
We'll talk about the elevator later, but what the hell was this? This was a wine cellar turned into a TV room? How are you going to fit all these people to watch TV together? They went for the bedroom count, and the living quarters are really, really tight. This is going to be a busy house. Like at this elevator, it's going to open up and you're going to see someone. It's like, hey, where have you been? It's like, which floor are you living on? It's like, I got to go there. You coming up? Let me move. The TV room is full, maximum capacity. Fire department will show up if you go there. Come on. It's like you have to have proportion, scale. You need to have, if you have 14 bedrooms, you need to arrange a kitchen, a living room, a TV room that would accommodate that many people.
From the travertino floors, we are now walking onto a wooden deck. Here we have a rain shower that is built into this gorgeous feature that truly embellishes the space. On the opposite side, we have this opening that frames a beautiful view over both the infinity pool and the sea.
Okay, let's talk about the view because it's pretty good, but it's not all that. Let me explain. I love the fact that you have multiple focal points. You have different islands, you have yachts going by, it's dynamic, it's not too far out, but guess what? You don't get that angle to that turquoise waters of Sardinia, which is the main selling point of both Corsica and Sardinia, and you just don't see that.
Before we enter the master bedroom, I just want to point out that here is a second elevator that leads us from this floor to the floor below, where we will find two bedrooms that we will see later on.
Okay, this is going to hurt the layout issue. Why? Because the elevator is the only way you can go downstairs from within the house. Otherwise, you have to go outside, take the stairs and go back. There's going to be a flow problem. Either you have to always go out to get downstairs, or there's going to be a line by the elevator waiting for the elevator to come, opens up. You're like, oh, you're here. Where are you going? He's like, oh, I'm going to the bathroom. Oh, I'm going this way. It's going to have traffic.
But now, follow me. The master bedroom features a king-size bed, beautiful wooden floors, and a customized dresser with automatic TV so you can enjoy the view right in front of you at any time. And speaking of view, from here we have a direct and private access onto a spacious terrace. The master bathroom is covered in the most beautiful glass silver mosaic tiles.
Really? This looks like a quinceañera in Tijuana. Why did you do this? It's so cheap looking.
It has double sinks and two toilets. Adjacent is a rain shower, and it has a dimmable window. Adjacent is a walk-in closet, and to finish off the master bathroom is a jacuzzi tub with view.
It kind of sucked. It really did. Again, I'm not getting a vacation vibe bathroom at all. I don't see the view over here. It would have been cool if this kind of integrated with the mountain and you had a moment for the primary bedroom. You just don't have it. They've allocated the primary bedroom to this floor to get the highest level view and have it access to the terrace and the swimming pool. But the bathroom and the closets, they all sucked.
From the master bedroom, we have a direct access onto this terrace, which is always part of the sunbathing area. From the Travertino sunbathing area, right now we are on a piece of wooden deck that leads us towards the level below us, where the bedroom area continues. We are on the lower floor of the main villa that we can access both externally or internally, thanks to the elevator right outside of the master bedroom. This floor is home to the service quarter, featuring 2 bedrooms and a common area, but also 2 queen-size bedrooms, each with their own spacious ensuite bathroom, walk-in closet.
Wow, were we just swallowed by a giraffe? It's okay to be playful. And they kind of warned us about this. It's a bit of a zoo, okay? You can get away with, a vacation rental. You can goof around, okay? I'm not going to punish them for this, okay? But the whole quinceañería, mosaic tiles in the primary bedroom, that's unforgettable. Like, you can't do that, okay?
From both bedrooms, we can access this beautiful terrace, which is embellished by this impressive fountain.
Which is empty. I don't know if you really needed a fountain here. Initially, I thought this was like an Olympic-sized bocce court, which would have given it a little bit more utility over here. I don't think you needed another water feature. I love the fact that the architectural element, that logo of the property is here, and it has a bit of an identity. And I appreciate those little details that gives a cohesive look to a property, and it really brands it and gives it an identity. It's really cool.
We're now in the hallway that connects us to the various bedrooms. To my left is a first single bedroom, while on the opposite side is a queen-size bedroom with view over the sea, walk-through closet, and ensuite bathroom. While at the end of the hallway is this spacious suite with lovely view over the surrounding landscape, a queen-size bed with flat-screen TV. Central is this cozy lounge area.
Wow, these 2 bedrooms really sucked. What happened to the finishes? What happened to the animals? Why didn't you at least bring that natural stone on the inside to give it energy when the view and the windows look like escape hatches? You had to spend some money over here to give it character and be reminded that you're in a vacation home. This feels like a little cave dungeon that might even feel damp.
We are back at the piazzale, and adjacent to the garage is a second annex with 2 symmetrical queen-size bedrooms with ensuite bathroom with shower. However, if one wanted to give even further privacy to their guests, right off the main entrance, there is a path that leads us to an even lower level where there is a 3rd annex.
No, thank you. The terraces are just getting worse and worse. The views are getting worse, the finishes are getting worse, and the connectivity is becoming more and more difficult.
With 2 symmetrical, communicating, queen-size bedrooms with ensuite bathroom and an external patio with dining table.
Yeah, the views from this level are like, tippy-toe. You got to get up there to look at the view. And they've really optimized for that. For a lot of bedrooms. So, 4 or 5 families with kids could pitch in together and rent it. And I can assume it has a really good ROI for its rental income. And most importantly, it looks beautiful, right? The photogenic aspect of the property is perhaps the most important. And especially that first picture, that when you list your property online, doesn't matter if it's on a short-term rental or for sale, that's your, billboard. You have few seconds for the person to, click left or right, click on the rest of the pictures to check it out or not. And this property optically looks really beautiful without, people who are not a subscriber to the channel knowing the flaws and issues that they will have if they book this or buy this property.
We are now on the upper level of the villa, which features a spacious terrace covered in garden. And right in front of us is a charming sitting area, which is connected to the bedroom on the floor. We are on the top floor in the villa that features this gorgeous bedroom. This floor can be accessed internally, thanks to the elevator as mentioned before, or externally, thanks to a staircase.
What, the elevator just opens up to the room? That's a little dangerous.
The bathroom has black marble floors and dark mosaic tiles on the walls.
I think we were swallowed by a boa here. We're inside of a snake. And they have mirrors for like a short person and a tall person. Oh, and the sinks are just very romantic. You can wash my hand, I'll wash yours. Oh my God.
It has a spectacular rain shower surrounded by windows, so it's almost as if you were taking a shower in a rainforest. This is only another example of how the nature outside unites with the internal spaces of the villa.
That's beautiful. Really cool. Again, they're trying to really incorporate the slope into the property, not by just making sure the roof of the floor below is the backyard of the floor above, but also on the other side. I gotta salute them for that. That's good.
Part of the 1.5 hectares of land are 1,100 square meters of paths that wind throughout the property. These are perfect for trekking. But now we are on the path that leads us towards the property's private helipad.
Okay, they were planning to build a spa here, but I guess they did not. They put a paddle court over here next to the helipad, and it takes the stairs all the way up over here. Okay, I'm going to give it an average score. But if you're planning to remodel your house or build your own house and you want someone like me to give you a third-person unbiased opinion, you pay me up front. I have no incentive to tell you the truth, so you would renew your contract at the end of the year. If you want that, you can join the inner circle. If we're a right fit, I would love to help you. I'm raising my prices in 2026. Here's your chance. Okay, here's the Arvin score. Location. You're literally right outside of Porto Cervo. Prime location. I'm going to give it a 9.5. Lot quality. You have 1.4 hectares of land, but not much of it is flat. But they really smartly terraced the property, created a compound within its own flaws that we discussed. I'm going to give it a 5. Lot utilization. You have an amazing private driveway. You have no frontage. You have great terraces that function as a backyard, and side setbacks are pretty generous. I'm going to give it a 6. Privacy. No one looks into the property. You have a private driveway. You really have one neighbor. I'm going to give it a 10. Lot orientation. You're north facing, and I heard the airplane fly over. I'm going to give it a 5. Architectural style. It looks beautiful. It looks like it belongs to where it is. They've incorporated a lot of natural stone on the exterior, and they've used the slope of the lot on the interior to give these really cool moments that are not even view, but more of a, like a mountain nature vibe. I'm going to give it an 8. Views. Semi-panoramic, really engaging, close enough, and it had focal points of islands. Really interesting. You just didn't get that, turquoise blue of Sardinia, which I think really requires a premium. I'm going to give it an 8. Layout. You had an amazing wow factor when you walked in, but your vertical connectivity was just horrible. I'm going to give it a 6. Scale and volume. The ceiling heights were really low, and then the living quarters just didn't have the proportions to accommodate the bedroom count. And for that reason, I'm going to give it a 4. Finishes. The kitchen was horrible. They didn't bring the stone in. They painted everything white. The animal theme, I was not a big fan of. I'm going to give it a 2. Now, here's the Arvin score. If you want to see a beautiful vacation home in Big Sur, watch this video. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the comments. Take care.